Décadas, aquí en Alemania se viene dando el crecimiento de los movimientos verdes. Hoy vamos a visitar la sede del Partido Verde de Grüner en la ciudad de Múnich. Vamos a hablar con uno de sus representantes y ya veremos cuáles son las perspectivas y las visiones que tienen este interesante partido. The first question I've been thinking about how the German Green Party has become a political force that continues to grow.
Well, that's an interesting question, and I think it's got two answers. The first one is, of course, there is what people see is the need for to work against climate change, to say, okay, climate change is the most important threat that we have all over the world, and it threatens our way of life and it threatens our possibility to live, and we have to fight that. And I think many people see that it's very important to do something, and being a part of the Green Party is like doing something. And
so it's a thing of conscience.
Yes, I very much believe so, that most people say, well, it's in the conscience of the people to say, okay, the lifestyle we have will not go on forever, and we can't go on like that, and we have to change the whole system to from fossil energy to renewable energy, for example. It's one example. And the second thing is, what I think is that we did a lot of good politics in the past, and we have a lot of good goals for the future. So people see that the Green Party is a party they can trust. They are very well. You can rely on us. They say, well, the Greens, what the Greens say is they mean what they say.
And how big is the party now? How many representatives they have in Germany?
I think altogether we got around 55,000 members, and in Munich it's 1,200.
And how many people vote for the Green Party?
Votes, so on the last election all over Germany we had around 10%, but the polls, the recent polls see us at 20% and more.
Yeah, how many people is around 10%?
Well, Germany has got 80 million inhabitants, so but not all of them are voters, of course. But you can say, well, 20% of the population would be 60 million people.
So the German Green Party has driven many changes. What do you think is his greatest contribution to the economic issue now?
I think it's still the focus on renewable energies. The German Green Party introduced a system to subsidize renewable energy in Germany. Whenever you build a wind plant or a solar plant, so you are subsidized by the government, then you would get if you had no subsidies, and push the renewable energies forward. I think that's what the Green Parties did, one of the most important things, and it will be in the future, because Germany has tried to finally close down all nuclear power plants.
How do you think about the oil future? What do you think, how's going to be Germany? Not the war, because the question about the war should be too big.
Well, it has got to do something with the war, because, well, in my opinion, we are beyond peak oil. So there will be less and less oil in the world, and Germany is relying on importing oil from other countries. So and the prices will go up. So as there is less oil and the consumption will grow, or at least be on the same level, the prices will grow, and that threatens the German economic system. So what we have to do is to take all measures to be independent from oil as soon as possible.
How do you observe the growth of the green parties in the world, and especially in Latin America?
Well, I think there is still a lot of work to do.
What do you think that is an alternative solution to enter the post-oil era?
The oil-producing countries should take the money they get from the oil and invest in renewable energies and in future energies. Well, it depends on the country. If you go to the Arab world, for example, they got a lot of sun there, so they should invest in solar energy, and maybe in Venezuela you could have offshore wind energy at the coast, for example, and sun, of course, as well. And I think the oil-producing countries should go that way, because they will really be in the sense of the word sustainable, because oil will someday oil will be gone, and you need a solution for the post-fossil time. And
and now oil, the prices are rising and rising.
And that's great for the oil-producing countries, because they earn a lot of money from that, and they should use that money wise. But
the political situation in Venezuela is facing a nationalist and militarist government. How do you think the green movement may act in a situation like this?
That's a very difficult question, because I would say to no one. You have to risk your life or your health or your families just to be a green. That's very difficult. But what I can only say is stick to your goals and do whatever is possible in the system you live in. So. Well, I'm not trying to tell people to say, oh, let's have a revolution, but well, be strong in your faith, and later.
So we can see here there are two revolutions: the green revolution that is coming to Venezuela and starting some years ago, and the old revolution from the lefty parties, which is now in the power. So the old revolution works with oil, and the new revolution needs to work with renewable energies. Which do you think is going to be, in the end or in the future, the one who can be as a government?
I think in the end, the green revolution will finally succeed. I very much believe that, because it's not only a thing of energy, but it's also a thing of brains. And well, I compared it like the climate change. I compared it, let's say, to a patient who's got a heart attack and a broken arm as well. And you wouldn't treat the broken arm first. You would treat the heart attack first. Of course you would. And it's the same with the climate change. Yeah, we are dependent on the Earth. Earth is not dependent on us.
Esta fue una entrevista con Sebastian Wesenburger, quien es el director del Partido de Múnich, y que nos ha dado pues estos minutos para explicarnos cuál es su visión de lo que es el Partido Verde aquí en Alemania, principalmente en la ciudad de Múnich, o Múnich, como se dice en español. Desde Alemania, Marcial Barrios.